So coming to the first question, everybody. A boy is playing a game with a dog. So here also there is a different questions. You can see that a boy is playing a game with a dog. Which characteristic shown by the boy and the dog is a characteristic of all living organisms? That is what they are asking. So a dog and a boy, and along with the boy, a certain characteristic, it is for every organisms. That is what all living organisms they are asking. So first option, all of you read. Each can hear sounds made by the other. Meat is an important part of what they eat. There is hair on their bodies. They are able to move. So what is the important? Anybody? Which characteristic shown by the boy and the dog is a characteristics of all living organisms? Of course, means animals. Anybody? Our book also we have. The difference between plants and animals is the major one. Here also the same thing. Anybody? Each can hear the sounds made by the others. Characteristic property. Meat is an important part of what they eat. You can eat or not. Non-veg is not a matter. So that's what. So I can avoid option B. Next, there is hair on their bodies. That is also may or may not be. So what is the most important characteristics of property? Anybody?
They are able to.
Yes? Anyone? All the living organisms, animals can have a different things from the plants. What is that?
They are able to move.
Yes. So they are the only one, like plants, they cannot displace from one place to another place. So they can only show the tropic movements. But humans and dogs, both what will happen? Everybody. The hair can have or not, may or may not be. They can hear sounds made by others, may or may not be, but both can they can move. A boy also can move. A boy is playing a game with a dog. A boy can move and a dog also can move. So that is the characteristic shown by a boy and the dog. So next, the diagram represents four similar animal cells immersed in a blood plasma. A black dots represents molecules of dissolved oxygen. Molecules of dissolved oxygen. Which cell will have oxygen molecules diffusing into it most rapidly? Most rapidly in which cell the oxygen is diffusing into it most rapidly? That's what they are asking. Anybody? Yes, please. So anyhow, diffusion process. What do you mean by diffusion process? That is, I want to know it. Everybody. What do you mean by diffusion? Generally, if you want to say from high concentration to speak only, correct? It will be from high concentration to what?
Low
Low
concentration.
Low concentration. That is what is the meaning of diffusion. So now, if you observe these figures, in which figure the concentration of oxygen is high, so that it can diffuses very rapidly into the cell. Anybody? You can see it also, you can say that. All of you?
See,
Yes. So if you notice it here, outside concentration is very low, inside already more concentration. Here, inside also less and outside also less. And here, inside is more and outside is less. But here, inside is less and outside is more. So that from outside to inside, the rapid diffusion will takes place. So that is what exactly they are asking. Which cell will have oxygen molecules diffusing into it most rapidly? That is what you have to remember. So what is the correct answer, everybody? Option? Yes, please.
Option C.
Option C. Next, a student observes a cell under a microscope. See, now in this paper, there is one and only takeaway question. That is what tropisms, they are rotating with the help of missions. That is, I will show you. That's what after that you will understand. A student observes a cell under a microscope. Which structure identifies the cell as being from a plant and not from an animal? Anybody? There is a difference between animal cell and plant cell. Yesterday also we studied.
Cell wall.
Yes,
Cell
next.
wall.
Cell wall. Very good. That is what. So the only thing is present in the cell, like differences. Big vacuoles are present in plant cells. In animal cells is not appearing. Same way, cell wall is present in plant cell and cell wall is not present in animal cell. That's what. My call to option is make it fast one by one. Next, what is the purpose of chemical digestion? Purpose of we are having chemical plus physical digestion. Physical digestion takes place in mouth. Chemical digestion further it will continue. So what is the major issue of chemical digestion? Anybody? Direct statement from our book. Please, girls also answer. What is the reason? Everybody? What is the digestion process? Breakdown of large molecules into what? Everybody. Small molecules, that is what nutrients. To break down a large molecules of nutrients into smaller molecules. That is the importance of chemical digestion, whatever it is taking place in our alimentary canal. That is what you have to remember. So now the table shows the result of test carried out on a food. Name of a test. We all know this test. Iodine, brown, Benedict, orange, burette, blue. Which nutrient does the food contains? Reducing sugar, starch, and proteins. This test you do not have, only iodine test you have. Iodine test, what is that? Iodine we have been done for testing something. Anybody can tell?
Presence of starch.
Presence of starch. Very good. So that is the only thing you have to remember it. So starch is present. So with the help of what? Iodine. And if the color is not changes, means in the sense of what? Color is not changes. What is the indicating? Sugar is present or that is what? Starch is present or it is reducing. Everybody. Yes, please. We have done an experiment in light processors. If suppose the what is the necessary conditions for photosynthesis? If there is no starch is present, is that iodine is turning up or not? Is it shows the blue black color? That is what is the thing.
No, sir.
No.
No.
So the what is it indicating? Starch is reduced. The substance, the food present in the leaf is reduced. So what is that indicating? Reducing sugar. Of course, these two are we do not have, so you can leave it. But generally, iodine test we can use it for reducing sugar and as well as identifying the starch is present or not. So that's what you both remember just. Okay. Next. The diagram shows a plant in a container of water. The layer of oil stops the water in the container evaporating. The layer of oil stops the water in the container evaporating. In initial mass of the container and the contents is 269 grams. After 2 hours, the mass of the container and contents is 292 grams. What is the rate of transpiration in this time? That is what they are asking. So this is also, there is a formula actually. We do not have this. So it's no issues. You can leave it. But this is the most important question I wanted. This question and next 3 questions are I want to make. This question I won't say you all should identify and you should tell. I already shown you and we already having these figures also. Am I right, everybody? Do you all remember? We have been done this, correct or not? So the diagram shows a transverse section through a different parts of a plant. That is what leaf, stem, root. Leaf, stem, root. Which tissues transport water through the plant? That is what we want. I think I already shown you stem also. Am I right, Harry? Stem, leaf, everything. These two I have already shown you the figures. Is it right? Please respond. That's what. So which transport water through the plant? We all know which will transport the water to the plant. What is the name of the tissue? Everybody.
Xylem.
Xylem. So now this figure already we confused with that. Now which is xylem? P or Q? P or Q? Which is xylem? P or Q, guys? Your book also you are having, but this is ulta. This is
Q.
transfer section. Which is Amma? P or Q? Nobody. At least STEM. STEM, can you tell me this? All I already shown you people. Anyone? Transfer section, I told you our book is picture is given reverse. Anybody can answer? R. Manikandan is saying R. At least STEM. STEM structure I have already shown you people. STEM structure you already knows. So can you tell me anybody? Transfer section of leaf, transfer section of stem and root. All of you? Leaf P is a xylem. No, Hasani. P is a what, Hari? Our book is your book. What is given P?
Sir, in book P is given as xylem, sir.
Yeah, P is given xylem, but that is inverted leaf. I already told you the same question came already. Do you remember? Everybody?
Yes, sir. So
Yeah.
Q will be xylem, right,
Yes,
sir?
so Q will be the xylem. Understand, Hasini? On that offline class also I have told you. So please remember that. That is very, very important. But of course, you can not able to identify that also. See, last one, root, if you don't know also, no problem. Still you can able to identify. This is one of the takeaway question. Remember, extremely important. If you don't know, you cannot be. So now what is happening here? Our book, this is inverted, backside leaf, ulta. If you make reverse means what will happen? Xylem will go to up and phloem will come down. So now we are saying orange color is actually phloem and down they are showing the xylem. So it is inverted leaf. Transfer section, ulta, if you have been make it, what will happen everybody? Xylem will be an up and phloem will be down. So always remember that. Now the question will comes. So Q is a what? Everybody. Q is a
Xylem.
what? Xylem and P is a what? Everybody. Phloem. So first Q. So water transport correct Q. So wherever Q is there, only C and D option is there. So I can avoid B and A. Sorry, ఇది తెలియలే ఆయనకి. STEM. STEM I already shown you correct అమ్మా? I have shown you or not? I want response everybody. Already I have shown you now STEM structure. Correct, please respond. So STEM structure you can see is images. Yeah. Already I have very clearly I have shown you stem of a plant, correct? Stem of a plant. So you all can see that. I have shown you and I told you to mark it also. So now you tell me these pictures. By seeing these pictures, you can tell me which is xylem, which is phloem. Everybody, all of you notice that yellow color part. What is that? Phloem or xylem? Many times I told you this picture already, same picture I have shown you also. The internal stem structure. You can see which is xylem. Upper part is phloem and inner part is what? Inner part is what? Yes, please.
Xylem.
Xylem. So now you can notice it. Which is xylem? Yes or R? Yes or R?
Sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes is a xylem. That's what I say. I already taught you this question and question not this figure I have shown you already. That's what I'm sure about it. Then root transfer section. So root of a plant you can see. So that is also I'm saying you, but this is I have not shown you, but I'm saying you transfer section, correct? So root you can all notice it. So how it will be there? Where is the xylem? Where is the phloem? So this also we have shown it. Where is the xylem? Check it everybody. Xylem is inside and the surrounding by one is phloem. Now you can answer it. Ma, this already bisection of a leaf, we have already studied this. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? Generally our book we are having a different figure, and if it is with including xylem and phloem, xylem is always inside surrounding by the phloem. We have studied that. Now what is that everybody? Xylem and phloem, which is Tia. Xylem. Xylem, guys, inside xylem, surrounding by one is phloem. Now, what is that? U or T?
U.
U.
Yes, sir.
Clear, everyone? That is what it is. So U is the xylem. So what is the answer? Option D. So please learn this question, all of you. Manikandan, you said R. R is a phloem outside. Please, at least this figure you remember in your mind. Okay, everybody. So the inner part is xylem, outer part is phloem. Root also same. Inner part is xylem, outer part is phloem. If you comes to the stem, that leaf also. Inner part is xylem, outer part is phloem. Is it okay, guys? Everybody? So that what is the answer now? Q, S, and U. Make it everybody. Clear, guys? Hari, understand? Mitakshri, any doubt? You can ask me. So this is very important, one of the important question. That's why you have to remember everybody. Clear, Mr. Pugal? Next question. By seeing itself, you all can understand what is this. Can you tell me? This is the site of exchanging gases in our lungs. Anybody? This is the
alveolus.
site of exchanging gases in our lungs. That's what I can say. It's by seeing itself, we all can see. While teaching, also this figure we studied. Do you all remember, everyone? While teaching time, also I have shown you this figure. The diagram shows a section through a part of a lung. Carbon dioxide diffuses out of blood and air in and out. That is what oxygen diffuses into the blood. What is the structure X they are asking? What is the structure X? Alveoli, bronchiole, larynx, and trachea. They are asking X. That is what is the question. Anybody?
Bronchioles.
Yes. You said alveoli. That's what. Gone. So what is the answer, Ra? X is the what? By seeing it, X, of course, it is alveoli, it's a site of exchanging gases. But they are not asking what. Suppose if they are putting the X here, then your answer is what? Anybody? If this is the X, then what is your answer? If this is your X, what is your answer? Alveoli. Now they are showing a tubular column which is bringing gas in and out. What is that name? Anybody?
Bronchial.
Branchioles. See that how diagram it will be. So what is the name of that one? Branchioles. That is what it is. Clear, all of you? Yes, please. Everybody doing? Nitin, Kiranmai, Swadhan, good morning. Guru, am I audible? Kirti, that's what. Next. This is the most important question. I want everybody to respond. This is regarding tropism. By seeing itself, you all understand what is this? Shoot of a seedling. So what is the germination of that? So now you see the diagram shows here some physics knowledge also must have. A diagram shows apparatus containing a seedling fixed to a platform. Seedling fixed to a platform rotates 4 times per hour. Shooting of a seedling, damp cotton wool, okay, and mortar for rotating. Now the platform is rotated 4 times every hour for 2 days. 4 times every hour for 2 days. The motor is then switched off and the platform is stationary for the next 2 days. During all 4 days, the light source remains stationary. The light source remains stationary. Okay. Now, what is the appearance of the seedling after the 4 days? That is what they are asking. So, anybody can answer? See that how beautifully the question can form. Any one of you? Nothing is there. Your just basic knowledge you have also, you will answer this question. That's all I says. Light sources remains constant. Light sources remains constant. Only thing you have to remember. Answer please. A, B, C, D. Mitakshri?
Sir, option B.
Option B. Wow. Next. Who is
Seasonal.
option B? Who is option B? I want to know. Who is option B?
Sir, Hari Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare, what way you are saying, Hare Krishna?
Sir, light is evenly spread, sir, then it will go straightly.
Huh? Light is a?
Light is evenly spread. No.
How light is? Light is coming from your left hand. It is a fixed source. You forgot it, the figure. Light is coming from your fixed one. It is a fixed source. It is not coming here. Here it is coming means that is. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Hari. What is your answer? Abhirami?
Option C.
C, sir.
Option C. See, you are rotating what? You are rotating the mission. You are not rotating the shoot. And light is remains constant. You rotate 100 times, you rotate 200 times, doesn't matter. The shoot always, see, the shoot is always in a fixed position. So whatever the direction you rotate, what will happen? The shoot always faces towards the what? Everybody. Towards the what? Yes, please.
Left.
Light only. So that's what you have to remember. So you rotate 4 times or 100 times, doesn't matter. Whatever the direction of light is coming, the shoot is always started bending towards to it. That's all it is. So during all 4 days, the light source remains stationary. So what is the appearance of the seedling after the 4 days they are asking? So after the 4 days, what is happening? Everybody? The seedling will be turning towards the what? Light is coming from this side. So that the seedling is coming from what? Everybody. It will be turned up into, yes, it will be turned up into towards the light. So what is the correct answer? Option? Option C. So please make it. That is one of the important question. That's why I'm saying you. See, like this system, rotatings and all, we are not having anything. Next. The diagram shows a section through a flower. Again, similar question. Now, which row is the table identifies male and female parts? Identify the male and female parts. Which is the male part? Male part, anthers. Anthers are present where? Check it, everybody. This one. Am I right? One and two. Am I right or wrong? One is male and two is a female. Is it right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next. The diagram shows the male reproductive system. Which are the parts Y and Z? They are asking. Y and Z. So what is the Y and what is the Z? Everybody? What is the Y and what is the Z? First Y. Y is a what? Anybody? Name it without knowing. Normally tell me. What is that? Y. It is a duct. What duct it is? It will bring the sperm duct. Sperm duct. Next. Z is a what?
Urethra.
Urethra. That's all. So what is the answer? Sperm duct and urethra. Option D. Forget about the options. You need to know all the parts. Our NCERT, if you open, whatever the parts is there, from that only the questions will come. Every part you need to concentrate. Today offline class also we are going to concentrate on diagrams more. Majorly we have to concentrate on diagrams. That's what you have to remember. Okay. Next. This is regarding our environment. Which factor is used to decide which organism are linked to a food chain or a web? I want to know everybody. So make it fast and tell me. 12th question. Energy passes from one to another as they feed. They all are depends ultimately on plants for food. They all feed on one species of plant. They are the organisms found living on an individual tree. They're asking which factor is used to decide which organisms are linked in a food chain or a web. We all know food chain or food web. What is the law will follows? Everybody. Yes, please.
10%.
10% law. What is the meaning of it? 10% law. The food is passing from everything directly from the plants or one organism to another organism. Everybody.
One organism.
One organism, another organism. So what is the answer? Option
Yes.
A. That's all. Clear? Next question you leave it. This is also leave it, no issues. So I want to show you similar question again. Say, this I think already we studied. Am I right, Mitakshri? The operators of electrolysis of lead bromide. What will come X and Y? Okay. So once again you study. The operators for the electrolysis of lead bromide is shown. Inert electrodes, molten lead bromide, heating. What is seen at the electrodes? They are asking. Anode and cathode. What you can see is everybody. Anode and cathode. Anode, what will come? Anode is a positive charge and cathode is a negatively charged. So what will happen, everybody? Anode positive charge. So which gas will come? Yes, please. Cathode is a negative charge, so that a silver solid will come. Why? Silver solid is a what? Metal or not? Yes or no, guys? Silver bromide. Lead bromide is a what? That is what? So it is a positive charge. That's why it will come. Next, anode. Anode is a what? Anode is a positive charge. So what will happen? Negative ions will come. That is what is a brown gas. So lead bromide. Please learn it. Lead bromide. Molten lead bromide. Molten lead bromide. Everybody remember the gas. The brown color gas will come. The colors also I already given you. And silver color metal will come. Clear, everybody? All of you remember that. Next, lead bromide. Lead bromide experiment also you'll be having similar electrolysis process. That molten lead bromide. So all of you learn that electrolysis, what will happen and what it will comes. Okay. So please do it, everybody. Next, marble chips. Yeah, this is one of the important question for us. Marble chips reacts with the dilute hydrochloric acid, producing carbon dioxide. The progress of this reaction is followed using the operator shown. Marble chips. Marble chips means they contains what? We all know marbles.
Calcium carbonate.
Calcium carbonate. So calcium carbonate reacting with the HCl. So we all knows that. Acids reacting with the bicarbonates and bicarbonates. What are the products we can get? Everybody.
Water.
Yes.
Carbon dioxide.
That's what. So you all knows that. Now that is what the reaction. They are asking now. Which graph shows the result of this experiment they're asking. So please make it and tell me what is your expectation, and according to that we'll see. Make it fast. Yes, please. All of you. Please respond. Graph, chemical reaction it is happening. So which graph shows the result of this experiment? That's what they are asking. So what will happen? Initially rate of reaction very high or not? Because reactants are present more. Reactants are present more, so rate of reaction is higher. Slowly, so at beginning stage, rate of reaction is very high. When the time being, the reactant is over. So when the reactant is over, what will happen after certain time? The rate of reactions become constant. So that's all it is. So what is the graph now representing? Anybody? It will become a stagnant after certain time. So rate of reaction is initially at maximum. So after certain time, the reactants is keep on decreasing. The reactants are keep on decreases. So the rate of reaction, it will be become a stagnant at a particular level. So what is the graph is representing? Anybody? Please answer, guys. Rate of reaction is very high at the beginning. Rate of reaction because more reactants is available. So when the time being, rate of reactions is keep on decreases, and at a certain level, the rate of reactions becomes like the production of carbon dioxide becomes stagnant. Initially, more it will produce, slowly it will decreases and then become stagnant. Now you tell me at least, which is the graph? Anybody? A, B, C, D. All of you. First A and D I can avoid. A is starting from, see that low to high and then becomes stagnant. So it will come from high to low because initially more reactants initially, so that more production. That is what initially every reaction initially rate of reaction is very high. That is you have to remember. Then this graph also cannot be rising from 0. Now B and D, anybody? D graph, after certain time it's become 0. Rate of reaction stops. Rate of reaction won't stops. It will become stagnant. It is coming to 0 indicating rate of reaction stops. So what is the answer? Anyone?
B.
Option B. So it is maximum initial production. See, when the time is less, maximum production, when time is keep on increases, the production of carbon dioxide decreases. After certain time, rate of reaction becomes stagnant. So this is the graph which will represent the rate of reaction. So any kind of rate of reaction, please remember at the beginning, maximum, when the time being, it will become a stagnant at a particular level. So that's what you have to make it. Everybody. Clear, everyone? Yes, please. All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now, next one is electricity question. So here also again same. A lamp is connected to a cell by a copper wire. Particles flow from one terminal of the cell around the circuit to the other terminal of the cell. Which particle flow around the circuit and from which terminal of the cell do they flow? So particle from which terminal? Electrons, protons, and that is what they are asking. So a lamp is connected to a cell by a copper wire. Particles flow from one terminal of the cell around the circuit to the other terminal of the cell. Copper wire and copper wire, connecting wires. Which particles flow around the circuit and from which terminal of the cell do they flow? That is what they are asking. Which particles will flow first? First you tell me, electrons or protons? That you have to tell me. Yes, please.
Electron.
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 That is the first thing. So first thing, electrons will flow. I will identify. So we all know electrons flows from, we are making also our electricity chapter. Electrons always consider flowing from where to where? Negative to positive or positive to negative? Conventionally, the direction of current is considered opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. So if the direction of current is considered from positive to negative means, then flow of electrons is considered from where to where? Everybody.
Negative to positive.
Negative to positive.
Positive to
We are
positive.
having the statement or not? Conventionally, the direction of current is taken opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. Yes or no, guys? Please respond. Everybody? Yes.
Yes, sir.
What is the answer? Mitakshri? Option A. Okay. Direct statement, nothing else is there. Just they want to make you confused. They are giving many things. That's all. Next question, Salra. Next question, numerical. Let me see who will solve. I won't teach. Nimish will answer. Nimish, you said you solve correct. Solve now. Google also. Rendu pair answer pon. 1 minute time. When the time comes to 1 minute, you have to say. When a computer is switched on, the current rises quickly to 3.1 ampere and then falls slowly to a steady value of 1 ampere while the computer is in use. The wire connecting to the computer to the power supply can safely carry a current of up to 10 ampere. Now, the circuit contains a fuse. Which value of fuse is suitable to use to provide the greatest protection? Anybody? Greatest protection. Greatest protection. Anyone? I want to protect my laptop, my computer from the power supply. Of course, the connecting wires can make 10 amperes. Anyone answer, please, now? No, nothing to solve. Only logical mind. Fuse they are asking. Yes, please. Maximum capacity, how much? Maximum rise in current, how much, Ra? Computer, when you on the switch?
3.1 ampere.
3.1. So, can I choose the fuse below than that? Can I
No,
choose
sir.
below than that? No. Can I choose the fuse more than the 10 ampere? 10 ampere because maximum supply is 10 ampere. If I choose 13, what will happen? My computer need 3 ampere, but my connecting wires can supply 10 ampere. I am choosing a fuse 13 ampere. So what will happen? Almost 4 times more I am taking more than my computer. So my computer will blast. It will go. So what is the fuse I have to take? Anybody?
5 ampere.
5
5
ampere.
ampere. Understanding? So very practical based question. This is what we say. Is nothing is there. Just we have to think correctly. That's all. Next question. Everybody observe and make it. The diagram shows 4 different circuits containing either 1 or 2 resistors. 1 or 2 resistors. Which is the order of increasing resistance of these circuits? Make it fast and tell me. I don't want make it fast. Everybody. 3, 5, 3, 5, 3 and 5. Directly without solving, I can say fastly. Can you tell me, everybody? Make it fast. 3, 5, 3 plus 5, 8. Then this one. This is the least, I can say. Am I right or wrong? Least one, this only. Is it right, guys? Why? What is the reason? Without solving also I can say. Because it's a parallel.
Parallel connection.
And this is the maximum. What is the reason? Series connection.
Series.
That's all. So first, least, next,